Hello there, welcome back here. I have a 4 versus 4 game here. I just did that tournament game with Thomas and Uhoa that started on flats, and here we are back on flats already. 4 versus 4, who's the teams? We got Soup here in the red with a Trade Federation, and his wing is going to be Smoky Venus here. The blue with the New Republic, then we got Granuli the bully here in the purple with the Resistance, and lastly we got Arnie here in the grey with the Republic, and then on the other side of things, we got Raphael here in the orange. There's Kipchoge in the Royal Naboo. His pocket's going to be Parappa, who's got the Gungan Medic, my most favourite smug guy right there. In the teal, or the cyan, whatever you want to call it. Yoda here in the Zan Consortium with the yellow, and lastly, Hero here in the green with the Imperial Remnants. And yeah, what's going to go on here? So, Smoky Venus or SY winging against Raphael here. And then Arnie versus Hero on the other side of things. Looking at the food, there seems to be some food somewhere. Some nerfs, is that really it? Not seeing any lure or anything like that. No berries either. It's an interesting flats one. Just nerfs. Someone said Cadu? Where's their Cadu? Oh, there's some unethical Cadus kicking about here and there. Does everyone have those though? Eh? Where's Parappa's Cadus? That's what I want to know. I didn't see them. There's some trapped here in the center. Seems to be some Cadus for some, but not for all. Some have none. Like Yoda here getting tucked into some Cadu meat. Has he got 2 nurseries? Is that how many nurses there are? 16? Is this a 16er? Haven't seen one of these in a long time. Seems like 12. Oh, he's got 13. Did he eat one? I don't know. No, don't think so. There's still like nerfs kicking about as well. He's on 17, so yeah. You got up to about 16. That's usually enough to keep your command center going. So you're not going straight into a troop center. SY gonna scout it with this medic though. Certainly gonna see that. He's got a lot on carbon. He knows what's up. Is that Parappa like sending all his nerfs here? Jeez. Where's that extras? He's already got 14. What? Is Raph missing his? Well, he's gonna end up on about 19 or 20. Oh. Smoky Venus, the ethical police right here. He's like, no. But was it ethical? Yeah, it was. It looks like they swiped his. He seems to be the loser here. He's only on 7 nerfs, so you can't complain about that one in a million years. Troop center down. Not quite got anything queued out of it, have we? Hardcore on the way. And he does get queued up. What's happening on the other side of things here? Troop center already down for Arnie. Is he doing some unpower cord shenanigans? Not really. He just sort of has one. I'd be worried about things, I don't know. But he's building farms right now, so. And then he's building carbon. He's got like no rush to get the power core. He just likes having the troop center, I guess. Wants to be safe-ish. That's why being as annoying as possible here. But Bounty is going to be hitting him. He did get his power core and his troop center up, which is pretty good going. Considering the difference they've got in food income. And it's what, 7 nerfs to what, 14 or so, 15, 16. They got 9 more nerfs than him. It's pretty huge. And it might not really be an issue of killing off Smokey, but maybe what you can do to the pocket here. Because he's going to be hard pressed to like counterattack you very well when he's that far behind in eco. It looks like he will be safe. He did some really good walling here. Just closing this out a little bit. He's got some trooper recruits that just Would you get to the carbon? What? That was such a long patrol back and forth. He does manage to block it with a prefab shelter. It's good going. But definitely no need to die to this. I've taken a few extra shots there. Getting kind of low. He's going to go for the trade here. There are 3. They're splitting their damage a little bit though. Like 2 were hitting this one and then the other one was hitting that one. Which is not what you want to do. You want to like try and kite it a little bit as well. But I'd say this is still not a complete disaster here for Smokey. He's doing alright-ish. Because he's not really losing workers or anything. And he is... It kind of helps that he's gotten to knock the Mountie count down a little bit, because it's going to make things a little bit more manageable if Raph does go to his pocket. Because, I mean, the difference between 2 going to the pocket and, like, 5 is going to be huge. And I think Raph here probably just going to play for teching up, I would have thought. He's getting tucked in these caddies. What is Parappa up to here? Misa find all the Tuscats. Yo. The hell is this? That had absolutely no aggro range ever. I feel like he could have been going for him there. On to ore here. Did get a power core for the troop center. What is Arnie up to? This seems to be the most passive wing I've ever seen. Just not attacking each other at all. Hero's too scared to attack him. He's lost his scout. Mounties are going to get onto the Nova here of Soup. Which is pretty extreme double turret forced here. Does not want to take any damage to this. Be feeling bad if he gets hit with air. Parappa, meanwhile, having a grand old time here. No problems his way. Arnie and Hero really not up to much. They got turrets down and everything, but just, you know, not visiting one another. And Raph, seeing double turret, you could probably just go to the next pocket. This is like, I've already done damage to you. I mean, spending all this ore on stuff. It's going to hurt him when there's air coming his way, like in T3. Turrets ain't going to scale too well. Here onto Granuli. Granuli is going to make a anti-air turret, not an actual turret there. Does have a mag factory. I assume it's making a strike. No, he's just going to try and get his fighters out. Maybe repair through. Does lose a worker. Probably needlessly lost, considering these guys can repair twice as fast. And they move away quicker too. I think like losing more than one worker here is kind of ridiculous. At least 3, at least 4. Why are you not just repairing your workers? Granuli should know better. The medic scouting. I guess while he's still alive, he seems to have like imprisoned this worker and trooper here. Who's not T3? Arnie and Hero still in T2? They're not doing anything. They must be on the way, yeah. Hero halfway there. Yoda looking to do some damage. Granuli slowed down a little bit. He's way behind in the fighter count at the moment. Yoda's got about 2 on them, but Yoda can't quite work out where he wants to go. Looks like he's away at cross map already. It's only 17 minutes. Must be going, surely going to Granuli's base. Where will they go? Will they go left or right? Right, okay. He's keeping it ethical. Keeping it ethical. Go into the north part of the base here. There's not really much up here though. It does have the turret that covers actually his Nova and his Carbon mostly, so he's really gotten behind Granuli's fighters though. I'm gonna hit the farmers here. There's 2 fighters on standby to defend. But it's a very easy garrison if he was paying attention, which he was. And Parappa starting his fighter aggression now. Flying over a lot of undefended workers there. He's already sent an MD here. With double turrets and an MD, it should be pretty easy to defend this for Raphael. And get his economy up a little bit and get to T3. And I think if Parappa didn't go flying past SY's base here, he actually had a good window to do some damage, but SY is going to take advantage of him not paying attention. Get that strike mech killed off and going to kill these fighters too and not die. Parappa could have outright killed him, I think. He just didn't have anything here when he was flying over initially. And Smokey got that time, got to T3, got his MD now. He should be fine. He could have taken so much damage though with Parappa paying attention. And now Granuli hitting hero here, catching his Nova. Pretty unfortunate if forward at the base there. The ore as well, nothing here. Yoda was sort of in the area, but he went back to kill a scout and now his wing is dead. Please help your wing. Please. Also, where are the anti-air troopers? Why is it always like this? Why is there never anti-air troopers? Why does no one build them until they, like, needed them? It's not need them, needed them. It's always that, needed them. If you're on the wing, you need to have anti-air troopers. You're actually trolling if you don't have them. They're not like a reactive unit, they're a proactive unit, basically. Yoda feeling compelled to counterattack here. Does get some good trading there. Paying attention to his army, Granuli not. See if he can find some damage, get to Arnie. Arnie should be pretty safe though. He's already got 2 turrets and he's sort of just crawling with his anti-air. You can see he's got a bunch of anti-air troopers now. So 8. 8's the... let's say it's a magic number. See he's building the turrets. Priority as well. Just not dying. It's his mission on the wing, not die. Raphael, T4, T3 now. I think SY's done a pretty good job this game, considering, like, nerf gate, you know. Like, times were tough. They still are. He still doesn't have those nerfs. Soup, TF, T3, pocket play, some A-mobiles. Yeah. There's not really much room for strikes in this. I think it probably would have been better to just go fighters as well. I mean, it's kind of an evenish matchup in a sense. Like, the wings are the T4 civs, and they're both, like, not great air civs. I don't rate strike mech play unless you're, like, super aggressive with it. Because you almost like need to be getting damage with it. Hero trying to do some strike mech aggression, but honestly I think he just needs to boom. He's already taking quite a lot of damage, and then he's got Arnie on the wing, and best thing you could probably do is just be greedy against Arnie. Since Arnie's going to be really safe. Because he's not being greedy here. He's built like 3 turrets. Anti-air troopers, mech destroyer. He's booming. He's not intending to really attack too much. But he's not being greedy. He's got War Center upgrades for his mechs as well. So I think the best thing that you should be doing is just being greedy as well. And maybe trying to cut some of these corners to catch up or get an edge. Then maybe later you can attack. But right now, not really in any position to like do damage to him. If you try, he's just going to outscale you very easily with all these command centers. And then he's going to forward. And you die. And yeah, I don't really think there's much opportunity to do damage to either of these players, to be honest. It's both players on this side just need to work on their economies. And scale into something with a bit more permanence. Early fortress being dropped here. This would be good, like if there were like units, but why have we got artillery at home? That's a long drive ahead of them. That's a Christmas visit your family kind of drive ahead of these artillery. It's probably faster to build an airbase and make a transport, bring them over. I think they're just trying to keep Raphael down, but again, it doesn't seem like the right move. They're going to make 2 fortresses though. Oh, nice space to boom in here though in the corner. Everyone's saying they're up early. Soup's up. Granulli's up. Arnie can click the button, I think, after this research center. You know, switch into strike mechs now with Zan. It's kind of what Civ's good at. Got Arnie chasing him with mech destroyers there. There's like a few units here from Soup, but I'm not really going to be able to go anywhere. Parappa's kind of matching him with the fortress here. Yeah, with TF, I think I'd just rather just T4 strikes, man. In all honesty. Especially on a map like Flats. This looks like a pretty good like T4 strikes eco setup as well. I think like for this to do any damage you'd need to get so many upgrades and stuff. And Parappa can match it, right? But with the strikes, they're mobile. You can just go around and do damage. And there's a bit of a push now from Hero. See, a lot of those AMDs that Arnie had were helping. They're over here, which kind of needs them at home. So maybe Hero can get into a good position to get a fortress up or something. He needs to be careful though, because what's going to happen is that Arnie will be T4 and he's not. Arnie can definitely afford, or can he actually? Well, you can afford a fortress. Oh, Reyes backed up. He's trying to flank here and get these mech destroyers. Is it a little differential that Hero could be doing here as well? He's repairing these, so the air comes over. Best thing to do there is stick the workers into the mech destroyers. That way you keep them alive. This is going to feel bad for them because it is T4 air player, so I guess there really wasn't much of an opportunity to push on Arnie here, really. in this instance, because it's going to take... Yoda's going to have to like tech into something else, and he's trying to do right by him. He's building him in turrets and stuff, but... Is Yoda T4? He is. Look, double research center, man. He's trying his best here with these. It's a sucky situation. This is kind of nice for them though, like Heroes Push technically, because it's distracted the units. Like they've not went straight into their eco before these upgrades come in. And about the time that they want to start raiding now, he should have the homing and the advanced turret. The sentry post is not going up. SY, man. How's he doing? Like, he's got to play T4 air here while being defended by Soup against Raph, who's got, like, double his nerfs. And, yeah, he's T4. We got fast fighters with shields. And he could probably just come in and make things worse for SY. At the very least, shouldn't be able to really do anything about this forward. We'd have a shield generator, though, which would be really good for the artillery here. They should beat the MDs, though. Heavy artillery. And Yoda gonna push. If Yoda can maybe crawl some turrets or something for him and Hero, maybe they can find some damage against Arnie. Arnie did get Fortress here. It's not quite the greatest location because it's Orn. Nova's in front of it, but it's the best he can really do right now. At least he can run those workers into here. And Hero get into position, killing some workers again, pressuring on him. If Yoda could link up with him here, pretty good. Could get some cannons out maybe. And Granuli's gonna have to maybe build some attackers or something. Like Hero's gonna need Arnie's gonna need some help here. These tree clusters are doing work though. Just by splitting the armies up and making them take a while. Granuli cross mapping at the moment. Taking Parappa here. Maybe gonna give Soup an opportunity to push. It does have the advanced turret now. Thing is, it could just get Masters out with Naboo. There's plenty of Nova that he's munching on. I'm not going to come and push off that air from Parappa's base, but Parappa's looking pretty grim here. I don't know if Parappa's really boomed as much as he usually does in the game. He's kind of fixated on defending Raph here from Soup. And then to then get just shivved in the back by Granuli there. It definitely feels bad. You're getting a lot of mechs out here. Arnie's has pushed back. He's playing Republic mech as well, which is like not the greatest. Do get those cheap assault mechs now though, which will be good. Might do okay-ish against Sand, because they don't quite get all the health upgrades. He's got the shield, he's got a lot of them up as well, so... And there's not really any Jedi threat, so... At least not right now. There could be. Hero playing Remnants. They have the ability, they have the power. And this should keep him safe, all this area of effect damage with the shield. This gate's messing them up as well, they're not even like getting like into the position to properly shoot those. Cannon could be good to kill these, they're kind of low health. Cannons do okay damage. Just the Masters we talked about was probably going to come out for this push. And it's going to feel really good. There's nothing to like kill the artillery when they get converted here. So this is just going to cause absolute mayhem with this army. I'm even just going to go into melee mode because there's not really much there to shoot at them. No strike mix. Get the cannon too. Second shield generator going down, but what's SY doing? Is he still in T3? He is T4 now. They're just playing Mac. Gonna help on the ground here, I suppose. New Republic can do that. Arnie playing exclusively Mac. He's always loved Republic mech. Loving those cheap assault mechs. The cheap mech gang right here as well. We've got the Resistance joining in. Versus the two, like, actual mech civs. Oof. Granulli though, what are you up to? He's too busy playing, like, RuneScape on his other monitor. The terrain and flats here is going to just start, like, tilting folk. Because, like, where can you stand with these tree clusters and stuff? Like, I personally would probably, like, just build a rage air cruiser and just attack around these tree clusters, man. Like, take care of yourself and your own quality of life, man. Give yourself some space, you know? Like, if you can't get your units in a proper firing arc, like, you're missing damage quite a lot. And like, this is not really a mech civ, so if you can split your mechs up and fan them out really well, you can deal with the area of effect damage, and then you can just win on value. Like, being, you know, 50 health ahead. I think both these guys get up to about that. I don't think either gets, like, proper health, do they? Because even Remnant's a little bit funny in that regard too, right? It's advanced with no technicians. I think they're both like that. Just like the other one's got like extra damage, and then they've got their piercing attack on MDs. And you're getting baited. You need to watch here. It doesn't get the masters out. And Hero maybe needs to get on the masters as well. Where's the trade? This is feeling like we need to be trading right now. Like, both teams need to be going hard on trade now, because it's setting up like really stally fronts, and Nova units are going to start to play a big vital part in breaking those stalls. Things like your cannons, your air cruisers, your assault mechs, your masters. And flats, pretty easy to like wall things out otherwise as well. The trade starting, it just seems a little bit late. Yeah, this cliff, man. This cliff, between this cliff and this tree, they need to kill this tree cluster. Like, both armies could just be, like, you could just kill both these tree clusters, and then you could just flank this army together. Like, Hero and Yoda could be fighting together. It's just, it never comes to mind when people are playing to just kill the trees. Well, look at what they've got in comparison to what Arnie's got right now. Master's trying to stall. I think Parappa maybe needed a little bit of time to fix his economy after those air raids too. So he can get like a good enough ground force to match these, because it's 2v1 on the ground effectively. Because Raf's going to be just making sort of support units for these masters. So Parappa will have to get like a big sort of bulky mech army together. Oh, he's just getting some Crusaders on the go. They could work out nicely in a little bit. There's not much strike mechs at hand. The other thing Hero could be doing, like, Yoda could just fight him and Hero could just go through. And he's just not, he's just sitting here. You could just, why don't you just go down here and move in and attack? And Yoda's having to fight Granulli over here. You could just have some cannons just knocking all this down. Supply capping them. Get onto the trade. That would be really scary for the trade to start getting hit already. Again, tree clusters causing all the problems. And these masters just sitting converting all day, I think. trying to get quite a bit of ground units out to help him here. Crap, I really not got much. And Crusader's going to do zounds of damage here because there's just no strike mechs, no heavy strike mech to slap them down. There are not even a lot of Crusaders, but it's just that's how few strike mechs there are at the moment. And no fighters either from SY. Should be another good unit to deal with these, or cheap repeaters or something. So they're going to get on top of their army here. And that forward is probably dead. And there's a lot of economy just behind it here for Smokey. A lot of Smokey's base is just behind it too. That's not going to be good for them. Looks like Yoda is beating Granuli here. Arnie's just sitting there, trying to get his trade going. You know, like, can you not kill the workers of the Nova? I think the best thing heroes could be just doing is just cutting through, raiding, and make some masters, you know? Get trading as well, make Sith masters. And then Yoda just pure mech, right? And then he can like lean into that support role for Yoda. Because that's going to be the biggest thing going forward that's scary, is when Republic start building masters and like take away Zan's heavy assault mechs. Stop making this terrible unit. They're getting tickled. They're getting tickled to death. Why would you even convert them? I would convert them and then delete them. That's what I would do. No Raf's tickling them. Arnie, what are you up to? He's managed to lose his army. They really need to be like going for him here. Like, this is a good opportunity. Go for the jugular. March all your units into his base, get cannons out, knock down the fortress. It's like you're letting this window slip away. Like Yoda's preoccupied with Granuli right now. All Arnie really needs to do is slam down some temples and it'll all be good. That's why saying he's dead. He is kind of dead. Soup's trying to get a new army together. He just ran a lot of his workers away though. He could maybe like go and boom in the corner. But it will be on Soup to 2v1 there, which is going to be kind of difficult. With so many supporting units for a strong Grand Gungan army. Really with the attackers now though. They are going to do well. There's really no anti-air. Attacker DPS. Just need some cannons following it to get the fortress knocked down. Interceptors coming across, they're going to get those free though. Doesn't have his own interceptors to defend them. That's a lot of resources going. They're very expensive, the attackers. Master's coming in here, converting more. Soup tries to push them back out of SY's base. But again, just not a lot of heavy strike mech, bounty hunter. Gonna need a lot of different units to fight this army appropriately. Switch to someone because I keep hearing the farm die noise in Heroes camp and it's annoying me. More interceptors here, gonna kill more attackers for basically free. This is just horrible, horrible to experience. Soup has gotten a lot of strike mechs there. They're all stacked up. Fighting outside his shields though, that he's set up. I really don't like strike mech and MD. Need some more MDs there. Trade is going for both teams. Would be really harassing it. Granuli planning to help on this side now. Lost a lot of attackers, but he's still got more. Just doesn't seem to want to build his own interceptors to defend them though. That's kind of a little bit reckless, I would say. They're over here. I don't know if Raf's got more. He could just build more though, right? They don't take too long to build, and he gets them cheapest chips on Naboo. They could go for wiping out Parappa's army right here and pushing afterwards. Pay attention. Yeah, the interceptors are actually over here raiding the trade. It might be a good window if it takes advantage of it. Only half of it's just like what was sitting there. It's just noticed the units and went to fight them. So the other, most of them are over here. You're trying to send attackers to the interceptors? It's a horrible trade. They don't even one-shot them. God damn, Granuli. You're spreading yourself a bit thin. Assault mech's gonna get converted here. Attackers finally fighting properly. Big damage. Interceptors are sort of nearby. They've been built for this problem. This man needs to get the troop center and get the range upgrades. Only 5 range. It's horrible to watch. Arnie enjoying his grenade troopers. Got 2 cargo freighters in his army. A lot of strike mechs. Maybe if these go in raid, they could get some good damage. SY and Soup have actually got quite a big mech army here together now. Can actually start pushing back. The good thing SY didn't just quit, because he was sort of trying to earlier. These mechs are just nowhere near as good as these at this point. They've got the health and everything, but like, you see they're missing armor, missing damage. This master's not so effective when there's just so many units, so much DPS on the ground. And it's kind of getting into the territory with Naboo there. You lean into air cruisers. Air cruisers is a big counter to this. We need grenade troopers as well, I think. With Gungan. Naboo can make them as well. Some big anti-mech. Attacker's AC though is looking like it would be best right now. Need to get those cheap attackers too, wouldn't it be? Strike mechs did go off to raid a bit. They did a good job following them in the mech stars. But even Granula here, it's just so many MDs pushing forward. With some assault mechs, not really any cannons. The masters could try and convert the assault mechs. Attackers are going in here. +1. The range grows. Yoda, you better have these getting. Yoda, please. This is like the best one too. That's 2 range. That's only 1. No, that's only 1, but that's 2. They need it. The defilers need it. But they do damn well against resistance. Just need some range. Bam. Arnie's started making masters now. His trade's online. He's probably just gonna make assault mechs and masters. Isn't it? Republic there. Well, this army not fighting, same as Soups, into a hill and a shield. So only like 1/5 of each army fighting into a shielded hill. That's a bad time. Good bit of harassment going on here. Like, imagine getting raided by attackers. What's going on? Interceptors going for the trade here. Things are starting getting picked apart a little bit. Need to be careful. Like, Arnie could really get going with that trade. And make some horrible to deal with units. This is an interesting army Yoda's got. Again, just struggling with anti-air. He's gonna need to like have like 2 to 3 turrets with his army at all times against attackers if he's not gonna go into AA mobiles. Could really get some big trade damage. Like, where even are like? They're losing a lot of traders. This could be a disaster. Yoda's kind of reliant on this. He had some really good trade set up, I think. And it's just getting deleted. I feel like Hero's got a lot here against what Arnie has. think you can run out of carbon on this map. What's left? It does spawn a lot of clusters. It's really good at like not robbing players of space, even with all these cliffs and stuff. But yeah, you can start to see like a lot of the tree clusters are gone. SY and Soup are doing really well here. Parappa and Raph are a little bit struggling after like all that harassment they took from the strike mechs and the interceptors and the trade. Arnie's commitment to Republic Assault mechs, it almost feels like he's trying not to win, but trying not to lose. He's kind of just, he's chilling, he's toying with Hero, to be honest. Yura slammed down some anti, that's nice. Can keep that hill, get all this Nova too, should be good for him. But where can he go from here? These cliffs kind of like insulate Granuli's base quite well. And again, he's really vulnerable. Like if Arnie just starts making tons of masters, Yoda's army will be quite vulnerable to it, I guess. In fact, aren't these pretty good at killing masters though, the defilers? I think they are. I think like they do like enough flat damage that many of them will just annihilate them. He's got 3 range now. Is he not still missing a range upgrade? Yeah. Could be getting these as well, which would be nice, like some speed. They're kind of fast, like I feel like 10% would be quite impactful. This bounty hunter's so weird. Sort of run like dogs. Terrifying. This army still slowly pushing. Should just get Grinley to bring these units down as well. They're not really doing anything for anyone here. Probably just stealing his population at this point. You should just slam them into them. They're not really needed. And Soup is still finding those angles to harass. These guys are... This is many supervisors right here. It's like a 12 supervisor affair right now. And I do have a second, because apparently Parappa DC'd. Continuation of the game. Strike's coming in the trade now. So we'll try to get clever and build some ground traders. Hero. There's not really many to kill though. It's mainly an interceptor raid affair now. And this is such a death ball they've got going. It does feel like it's lacking just some supporting units. Turrets are really going to help. You just use some cannons, some bounty hunters and stuff. Maybe some AA mobiles or some more interceptors, more turrets, more shields. It's a lot of units. And Yoda walking pretty deep here. He needs to be careful he doesn't overextend. I don't know what he's looking to do damage to, but the attackers can just be rallied onto him here. And I don't know if he's going to find anything of value to warrant just dying here. And he probably doesn't want to move at the speed of the assault mech either. He needs to get his defilers out of there. Could put them in the max. But yeah, he probably should have gotten some turrets down and just crawled, taking it slow. A little bit impatient here. And Granuli should really do a better job of making sure he doesn't build this turret right in his face. Is that a T3 turret? 1 hour 27 in the game. Yoda blundered. I mean, he still kept these alive though. But again, he's running them into units here. I get some good shots. Still missing that 4th range. The shield's done pretty good there. Now, the question is, who does better? The heavy mech destroyers of Imperial Remnant or the cheapo mass assault mechs of Republic? I feel like the projectile attack could do very well here against such a low health assault mech. And there's the ACs, finally been whipped out. They should definitely find some good shots against this army. And just while all this is going on, like Soup's doing a great job just raiding them. Not really much raiding from the other side to them. And you can see that they've sort of expanded a lot of the map here. This could prove impactful with the... Yoda's getting some big damage here though on these carbon workers. That's what I mean, when the tree clusters go out, you get forced to the centre. Build turret, please. Aimbeel's getting some great shots there. Only 8+1 range as well, killing off ACs. That's sinful. Idle traders here. This spaceport needs deleted. Has he maybe forgotten the rule that like they just go to the nearest one? Instead of like going the proper full journey. It does have them here as well. What happened down the bottom? Did they lose the spaceport? Oh, Arnie snuck go. Oh, I see. I see. They've imprisoned him though, I guess. I wonder if they did that and he got in because Hero made some ground ones. Or if that went up after the fact. Oh, he's died in his jail cell. Oh, that's a lot of attackers showing up. I mean, they've got flourishing trade, right? And I think that's kind of going to be the big deciding factor in this game. As it usually is, trade is impactful, big, sovereign. Many dead assault mechs there, but I mean that area of effect damage is very strong. You can still make grenade troopers as well, can't you? I feel like almost every civ can, yeah. It's like another thing you can build with these guys. Like, grenade troopers are just so good. They are somehow underrated, I suppose, if people are not making them, even at this point in the game. Because once you've got trade, you just can. It's a really nice way to supplement when you're running out of carbon too, having like anti-mech. You should have loads of big, bulky units in front to take up soak up the damage for your grenade troopers. And they're really great against assault mechs. You'd have quite a potent combo too with the piercing attack and then the area of effect of grenade troopers. Like, it should really devastate mechs with Imperial Remnant. It should be really good in that regard. Especially when you can add Masters too. Saying they're losing some trade, but they've done some AA and stuff. Grilly's got so many. I actually think they win against the Interceptors now. Team's doing a decent-ish job getting some AA in the trade as well. That's what you want to do at this point in the game too, is just buy ore, build turrets, wall them if need be, if there's masters maybe, if you've got the APM. But just doing so is really going to like hamper the ability to just have interceptors go in and kill your traders. It's looking like they can't find an answer to stop this push here. I think the biggest thing though is all the raiding that's gone on, the trade getting shut down. It's basically taking away their opportunities to deal with these armies and push them back. So GG, well played to all involved, and if you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. If you want to see more, if you want to get involved in these types of games, you'll find our GBG Discord server invite link in the description field. You'll find one for the Expanding Fronts mod, their server too. And if you want to support the channel in another way, there's a PayPal link in the description field, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye bye.